SMK-Link PS3 Blu-Link Universal Remote Control. Built-in Bluetooth radio for controlling Sony PlayStation 3 Blu-ray and DVD Control. Specific buttons to control top menuc, pop-up menuc, anglec, audio channel and subtitle features of movies. Advanced PS3 buttons. Dedicated buttons such as trianglec, circlec, squarec, XC, Selectc, home, and start for maximum control of PlayStation 3 non-volatile memory settings. Are stored in non-volatile memory, so they aren't lost when batteries are changed. Learning feature that lets the remote learn from the factory remote for your device. DVR-friendly layout. Frequently used buttons are centrally located. This product meets the US government requirements to make it TAA compliant using free trade agreements. Put all the functions of your PS3 and Blu-ray player at your fingertips. Plus, control all your other home entertainment devices with SMK-Link's remarkable Blu-Link Universal Remote Control for PlayStation 3. This remote has some quirks and things don't work exactly as described in the manual. Also, the manufacturer does not respond to help requests. I think the remote may be discontinued. But it's so uniquely valuable with the new PlayStation Vue. Streams all the cable channels with a built-in DVR at a fraction of what the cable companies charge. See that I spent time finding workarounds for the problems, and the remote is just perfect once these are solved. There is no other remote made that can do what this one does as simply and easily, and at such a low price point. Problem: learning function doesn't work. A solution: on most learning remotes, you press and release the button you are teaching, then press and release the button you are learning from. On this Sonic, you have to press and hold the button on the remote you are learning from. It actually says this in the manual, but I skimmed over that part because I thought I knew how to do ITC, and I missed this detail. Judging from the complaints posted, others have a 2 problem: Bluetooth keeps disconnecting. This started happening to me after I'd been using the remote for 2 days. My first solution, clumsy, was to remove the battery cover and partly remove one of the batteries so the remote reset. Then I read through the reviews here. I learned that the problem seemed to be specific to PS3 Slim models, which I have. And I also read various hints that pointed to a possible solution. I tried ITC and it worked. If this is happening to you, here is the fix. A solution: the PS3 supports up to 7 controllers, only one of which can be a media remote. Each controller has a number in the system. The Sony Media Remote doesn't care what number it is, but the Blu-Link remote does. It needs to be #1, or at least making it #1 fixed the problem for me. When the Blu-Link kept losing connectivity, the Sony game controller was #1 and the Blu-Link was #7. Defaults, just where the PS3 assigned them. I changed the Sony game controller to #2 and made the Blu-Link remote #1C, and it never disconnected again. Problem solved. General comments. Pros: this one remote perfectly controls my TVC, Roku 3C, PlayStation 3C and audio system. Bose music monitor, computer speakers. I have space issues. C with spots left over for 2 more devices. H out to control Roku 3. The remote that comes with the Roku 3 uses Wi-Fi rather than IK, so you can't teach the Blu-Link with that. However, the Roku 3 also understands IR and works with the older I remotes. I bought a third-party AMA/24/7 brand I remote for the Roku on eBay for very cheap. It's a very good quality remote, irrelevant under the circumstances, just mentioning, and as a bonus it has shortcut keys from GOG, Amazon, Netflix, Vuduck, Pandora and Crackle. I use this iRemote to teach the Blu-Link to talk to my Roku 3. I use the colored buttons for the 4 shortcuts I use most Sions. The remote is small overall, smaller than it needs to be, and the buttons are somewhat small and close together. I have small hands, so it's not a big problem for mech, but I can see where it would be a bother for someone with large hands. The layout is mostly okay, but there are some areas that are clumsy, notably the play button is positioned such that I can't always find it by feel. Also the number keys are all the way at the bottom and I have to hold the remote with my other hand to press them. Mildly inconvenient, but I don't use them much. Finally, there's no backlight, except for the 6 device buttons at the top. This is the biggest annoyance for mech, but it's still not very annoying, because I can almost always find the buttons by feel. Summary: this remote does what I need most, control all my devices, simply and elegantly. It has just enough buttons to do the job, no more no less, at a very reasonable price. This is what I look for in a remote. I don't like the complicated expensive remotes with LCD screens that you have to plug into your computer to set up. If the company really did discontinue this remote, they should bring it back, now that PlayStation Vue is here. PlayStation Vue is taking off big time and this remote is something special. Then again, since this only works with the PS3 and the PS4 is the current model, maybe not.